Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that I think there's a lot of confusion on. The topic of what being an actual engineer is like. So I think we're all kind of sold the idea in high school that engineers build rocket ships and supercomputers and all the cool stuff. And although that is true for some engineers, the day-to-day tasks for the average engineer are not that. So typically what an engineer does in a normal day is more basically office work a lot of times. So much of their day will consist of things like project planning, meetings, going through reports. I work in a manufacturing environment, and most of the manufacturing engineers, the majority of their day is they look through reports, they interpret data, they figure out how to improve the processes that they're in control of. But honestly, the majority of their day, I'd say at least 90% of their day, is emails, phone calls, and meetings. And I would say, I know I talked to one engineer that said that he has entire days where after he's done with the day, he says, well, all I did today was sit in meetings. That's all I did for the whole day. And I can imagine that sometimes being a little bit discouraging because it's not, it's to some extent, it's not what you signed up for. So I just wanted to talk about that a lot of your day is going to be emails, meetings, project planning, also at times preparing presentations for the meetings you'll go to. I know at the company I work at, a lot of times they'll have a particular problem that they've set out a solution for, and they prepare a presentation to sort of lay out the step-by-step procedure of how they're going to solve whatever the problem is. So sometimes that's a task that they'll have to do is to prepare a presentation. But honestly, there is some minimal, general problem solving involved. So for the most part, you're not going to be walking around doing calculus all day. You may engage in just general basic problem solving, root cause analysis, things like that. But for the most part, a lot of your job will be just basically general office work, meetings, emails, and phone calls. And for some of you, that's a good thing. For some of you, it's a bad thing. I certainly don't mind doing the whole emails and phone calls thing. There can be a lot of troubleshooting involved in that too. It's not just boring phone calls like, hey, did you send that report over to me? I mean, there's some of that too, but it's also, have you looked at this problem yet? Have you guys solved that? And how are you working to solve that problem? That kind of stuff. So that's more of an accurate description, I think, of what the day-to-day activities of an engineer are. Now, that's not to say that there aren't jobs that are very technical. Okay, there are probably, I don't know, let's say 80% of the jobs are what I just described. That is certainly not the case for all engineering jobs. You could have a field service engineer job where your entire job is being on the road. You're out of town, you're working on, the machines that your company makes. You're working on getting those up and running again or troubleshooting those machines. You may have a job where, sometimes design engineering can be more CAD heavy, things like that. So there are certainly jobs that aren't what I've described in this video, but there are probably a good majority of the jobs that will be, in the day-to-day tasks you'll perform will be more of office work, basically. So I hope this video was informative. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave your comments below or hit the like if you guys enjoyed it, and have a good day. Thanks.